اعمال کی اصلاح کرم سے کر دے.
الحمدللہ رب العالمین والصلاة والسلام علی سید المرسلین اما بعد فاعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. پڑھیے الصلاۃ والسلام علیک یا رسول اللہ وعلی آلک واصحابک یا حبیب اللہ. الصلاۃ والسلام علیک یا نبی اللہ وعلی آلک واصحابک یا نور اللہ.
The blessed Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, the one who recites durood upon me, his durood reaches me. I do istighfar for him, and in addition to this, 10 virtuous deeds are written down for him. In one durood pak, if you recite one durood pak, 10 blessings, 10 good deeds you can earn. Look how easy to earn the good deeds. Why we spend our time in social media and in gossips and waste of time. So try to recite as much as possible. Durood Pak in abundance. Inshallah, make intention from now onward. Inshallah, we'll recite Durood Pak in abundance. Inshallah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Subhanallah. Today we'll discuss about the biography, the seerat of one of the noble personality in the history of Islam. Subhanallah. What an amazing personality he was. Inshallah, we'll talk about Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala. Subhanallah. Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Khubbab radiyallahu ta'ala narrates that I was present in the court of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was persuading the blessed companions alayhi ridwan to prepare for Jaysh al-Usad, that is Battle of Tabuk. That time is very difficult for the Muslims. No money, no sustenance, even no transport for the battle. There are 30,000 Sahaba Ikram over there, but few horses and few camels they have. No sustenance and no things for such a big travel. Because from Medina to Tabuk, it's about 900 kilometers. If you travel nowadays in car, it takes about 12 hours. Try to understand, on that time, there were no roads. And the weather is too hot on that time. The time of Tabuk, Battle of Tabuk, it was, we can say the month of June, July, or proper summer in Arab Sharif. The brothers, they went, Haraman, they know how much hot weather when there's summer over there. So such a long trip, no horses, no camels, no sustenance, no money. That's why Nabi Pak asked the Sahaba Ikram to wait for that particular purpose. And that's why Tabuk called Jaysh al-Usad, means tangi wala, difficult battle on that time. So then Rasulullah tried to persuading the blessed companions to prepare for Jaysh al-Usad, the battle of Tabuk. Sayyidina Usman bin Affan radiyallahu ta'ala, subhanallah, how generous he was. And he stood up and told Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, humbly said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, along with the backpack saddle and other relevant provisions, 100 camels are upon me. I will give 100 camels with all his load, and inshallah I will donate for the Muslims for that particular battle. Subhanallah. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam persuaded the blessed companions again upon this. Amirul Mu'mineen, Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala stood up again and humbly said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I take the responsibility of presenting 200 camels along with all the provisions. Now again, Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam persuaded, because he need more. There are thousands of Sahaba, need more camels and more things. That's why he again persuaded the blessed companions of Allah. Upon this, Amirul Mu'mineen, Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu stood up again and said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I accept the responsibility of 300 camels along with provisions. After this announcement of generosity, the Holy Prophet ﷺ came down the pulpit and said the following 2 times: no matter what Usman radiallahu anhu does from today, there is no accountability to him. How many camels Usman radiallahu anhu announced? Logically, what understanding first glance that maybe he announced 100 camels first time, and then he increased that 100 to 200, and then he cancelled 200 and made the 300. Logically, it seems like that, but it's not that. If you add 100 into 200, how much this one? 300. And you add 300 to 300, how much this one? 600. But Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala donated on that time not 600 camels. Subhanallah. Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala donated 950 camels, 50 horses, 1,000 gold coins, and later on he presented further 10,000 gold coins. Look at the generosity of Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu. Mufti Ahmad Yar Khan Naimi rahmatullahi alayhi further states, be mindful that he announced to present 100 camels the first time, additional 200 camels, and the second time, and the further 300 camels. It's totally up to 600 camels, but he donated more than his announcement. And this is also a lesson for all of us. If we announce any time for the donation and for the good deeds, try to pay as early as possible. After that, shaitan come in your mind and maybe you can delay. And do not take them delay, or anybody come to you and ask you that you are making intention, please pay for your intention. So give them as early as possible. Once that particular battle, Ghazwat Tabuk, the time of Ghazwat Tabuk, Nabi Pak Islam on the travel with their Sahaba Ikram, with their companions. And then during the travel, they got another big problem that there is the food stuff is finished, and even hot weather, and there is no water, there is no food. Sahaba Ikram, one companion of Rasulullah become tired, feel sadness on their faces. Then Rasulullah said, don't worry, you will get your sustenance, your food stuff from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And some of Munafiqeen, hypocrites also there, they feel how is possible? Now we are on travel, no food, no water. How they complete the travel till the Tabuk? But the Muslims, the companions of Rasulullah, they have, mashallah, they have trust in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They said, okay, Rasulullah said, don't worry, till the sunset we get our sustenance from food stuff, mashallah, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu also on that time in that particular journey, he's watching what's going on. So what he did, subhanallah, he trying to make arrangement for the food stuff and for the water and all the things. And then during that journey, he bought 7 camel with the sustenance, with the food stuff. And after bought that 7 camels with the food stuff, he sent that camels to the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sahaba Ikram saw that 7 camels with the food stuff. Everybody become happy. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, who sent that 7 camels? Because when the 7 camels goes to the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then anybody requesting or said that Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, these 7 camels with the food stuff from Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu. Subhanallah. Nabi Pak sallallahu, when he heard that, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam raised his hand. And Ravi said, the narrator said that he raised his hand over his shoulder and made dua in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also the narrator said, the Sahabi said, I never saw Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made dua for anybody, only I saw that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made dua like this for Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu. And what is the dua? What is the words of dua? He said again and again in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, I am pleased with Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, you pleased with Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu. Ay Allah, main Usman se razi hoon, mere Mawla tu bhi Usman se razi. Allahu Akbar. And Sayyidina Abu Sa'id Khudri radiallahu anhu said, I saw Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that whole night, raat bhar, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made dua for Usman Ghani radiallahu anhu. That Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, I please with Usman. Ya Allah, you please with Usman. Ay Allah, main Usman se razi hoon. Ay Allah, tu bhi Usman se razi. look at the Qismat of Usman Gani, how fortunate he was. And once what happened, that Sayyidina Usman Gani radiallahu anhu, Muslims migrated from Makkah to Medina. And what happened that they need water. There is no water over there. And there is a one well. Rasulullah went towards that well owner and asked him that please give this well to the Muslims and I will give you the well in Jannah. ये कुआं मुझे दे दो और इसके बदले जन्नत में मुझसे कुआं खरीद लो. Look at the mindset of Sayyidina Usman. There are so many businessmen sitting over here. Sometimes we heard the news that there is a beautiful project. It's very, very good opportunity. If we buy that thing in that particular time, we get more money. If we purchase from the Cape Town and if we send and we sell in the Johannesburg, it will be the big amount of profit. So people used to travel to Cape Town, even the different part of the world, even China, Europe, everywhere in the world, because they know the chance to earn the money. But look at the mindset, the businessman mindset, but beautiful mindset for wanting back Jannah, for getting good deeds. Usman Gani heard that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked that particular person that if this well to me for the Muslims, I will give you the well of Jannah. Usman Gani heard this, and that particular person don't give that well to Muslims because he has some problems. We have some things to do with their family. Then Usman Gani went to that particular person and asked, give me this well. How much you want? He said, no, this is my well and I am selling the water daily basis and I getting money for my children and my family. So he said, oh, okay, very good mindset. He said, okay, give me half. Half a well to sell to me means one day is for me and one day for you. One day you sell water, one day it's my authority, or I am the owner of a one day. So he just said, okay, no problem. How much? He asked a big amount of 12,000 dinar, 12,000 gold coins. Usman Gani paid for 12,000 gold coins. What he did, look at the smartness. He announced that every alternative day, the water is free for all. For all Muslims, for all animals, everybody come to my well and take the water free. So who come on second day? And every alternate day, if you get the free water, why you go second day to purchase the water? So his business is gone. He waiting for the people for second day. Nobody come there to buy the water because next day Usman Gani announced for free. So then he come to Usman Gani, please take another half well from me. I have no buyer, no purchaser from water now. So he asked how much. So he said, give me only 8,000 coins. So he gave him 8,000 dinar. Gold coins. It's all together become 20,000 gold coins. And then Usman Gani bought whole well and he, mashallah, made announcement the free water for all. And then he come in the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, you announced, you offered him few days ago that if this well he gives to Muslims in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you give him the well of Jannah. This offer is valid for me, Ya Rasulullah. Subhanallah. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, oh Usman, this offer also valid for you. And these ahadith taught us the authority of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Look at the way Nabi Pak announcing not only once, there are so many ahadiths. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to announce, give me this and I will give you of Jannah from you. Subhanallah. And this is, explaining us in these riwayat that, mashallah, our Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam authority of Jannah, as Mufti Akhtar Allah Khan Sahab, Taj Sharia say, بھری جہاں والی عطا کر دیں, بھری جنت ہبا کر دیں, نبی مختار کل ہیں جس کو جو چاہے عطا کر دیں. سبحان اللہ. Nabi Pak, subhanallah, what a beautiful authority he had. So it's not once, twice, three. I already explained three beautiful incidents. Let's come for the fourth incident. When the Haram-e-Kaaba, subhanallah, Masjid al-Haram, Nabi Pak wants extension of that Masjid al-Haram. There is one house very near to that particular masjid. Rasulullah asked the owner of the house that give this house for the extension of Masjid al-Haram, where the Kaaba is. I will guarantee you a house in Jannah. I will give you guarantee of house in Jannah. SubhanAllah. But that particular person don't know the guarantee or don't know the personality of Rasulullah and his authority. So he didn't accept this offer. Said Osman again heard this. Look at the mindset. Wherever he found there is a big good deed, big mashallah, sadaqah jariyah, he went directly over there. He went to this person and tried to make them understood that please give this house. How much you want? Give me this house. We need for the extension of masjid. And then he agreed for the 10,000 dinars, about 10,000 gold coins. Sayyidina Osman radiallahu anhu bought that house and come again in the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, you offered him that if he give you house, you give him guarantee of house in paradise. Ya Rasulullah, now I am the owner of this house. I bought this house and I am the owner of this house. This particular offer is valid for me. Subhanallah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Oh Osman, this offer valid for you also." What a kismat he have, how fortunate he is, how generous he was. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this house is for you. This house is Masjid al-Haram. Please give me house in paradise. Subhanallah. Look at the trust of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the heart of Hazrat Usman radiallahu. This is the generosity. Sometimes he said, some people have very, very brilliant mind. They purchase good time, good property. What a decision he made. He bought that property very cheap price. Now the property is in million rands. Look how fortunate this person is. We don't know. The fortunate person was Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. Hazrat Usman radiallahu anhu, the companion of Rasulullah. Look what about investment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them chance to invest on right time. I remember the story of Masjid Nabawi alayhi salatu wasalam. Nabi Sallallahu when made migration to Medina Munawwara and they need to build a masjid in Medina Munawwara. They found a beautiful garden. And that time, that garden is in the ownership of two orphans. दो यतीम बच्चों की वो मिल्कियत था. Rasulullah said that Abu Bakr to ask them to give that particular garden. We want to make a Masjid Nabawi here. Subhanallah, how Sadatman and how what we say that beautiful orphans they are, even they are not baligh. Then Abu Bakr went to them and asked them how much you want for that particular garden. So they said, why you are asking for the garden and why you want to bought it? They said, we want to make a masjid here, a Masjid Nabawi here. Subhanallah. Those orphans said, you took this garden, inshallah, prize will take from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aap ye garden le lenge, jagah le le, कीमत हम Allah से ले लेंगे. Then Rasulullah said, no, they are minors. Nabaligh से वो अपनी तरफ से कोई gift नहीं दे सकते. They are not able to gift because they are minors. They are not even baligh. Then they asked for money. What money you want? What is the market price? Then they decided the amount, and you know who will pay the amount? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam pay amount from the pocket of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. Look at the investment from that day till now, not from till now, on the day of judgment. Whatever good deed will be done in the Masjid Nabawi Sharif, Tilawat, Namaz, Azan, Atikah, Durood. Every single good deed will go in the book of good deed of Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu. This is the investment. And this is the way of invest. Subhanallah, till the day of judgment, he getting millions and millions of good deeds daily. And likewise, Sayyidina Usman radiallahu. Again, after the preparation and after the building of Masjid Nabawi Sharif, once what happened, then Nabi Muhammad asked that one garden. And he want to bought that garden and want to make the masjid. And Sayyidina Usman subhanallah heard that this garden will be used for the extension of Masjid Nabawi Sharif. And Nabi Muhammad again, look at the authority of Rasulullah. He again told to the owner of garden, give me this garden, I will give you the garden of paradise. The owner of garden not agreeing. Sayyidina Usman know that very well. He went there, purchased that garden. Again, same story. Come in the court of Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, garden is there. But offer is valid or not? Rasulullah said, oh Usman, my offer is valid for you. He gave that garden for the extension of Masjid Nabawi Sharif. And subhanallah, he bought a garden from Rasulullah. So we can say not once, not twice, not thrice, several times. Sayyidina Usman Ghani got a Jannat from Rasulullah. How lucky he was, subhanAllah. But that particular generosity, what taught us that if we spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the money not become lesser. As Rasulullah said, even he took oath, मैं Allah की कसम खाकर कहता हूँ, if anybody spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the summary of hadith, his money not become lesser. جو اللہ کی راہ میں خرچ کرتا ہے اس سے مال کم نہیں ہوتا. And subhanAllah, nowadays also in South Africa, if you want to, attack the peoples which are rich, some of them are generous. They are making charity, and because they are making charity, the wealth is going up and up, subhanAllah. If anybody giving every year proper zakat, just check him. Next year, he will pay more zakat comparatively from last year. How is the zakat become more? Because he spent in this way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah ta'ala increasing his wealth. So please take this valuable from the seerah, from the biography of Sayyidina Usman radiyallahu anhu, that spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with generosity, with open heart, sometimes we spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we feel pain in our hearts. No, do not take pain and become happy, enjoy. That Ya Allah, what a blessing on me. You make me to give to people. You're not making me like I'm begging to the people. Ya Allah, तूने मुझे देने वाला बनाया. तेरी मेहरबानी तूने मांगने वाला नहीं बनाया. Always, whenever you give charity, zakat, or spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make sadaqah shukr. Ya Rabbal Alameen, it's your karam, it's your blessing, your mercy that you gave me this much that I'm able to pay in your way. I'm not begging on the door of anybody. So whenever pay zakat, whenever pay charity, become happy and enjoy this. Inshallah, you will get more blessing and more barakah. SubhanAllah, such a beautiful personality, Sayyidina Usman Ghani. Now I will explain in very short, brief introduction of Sayyidina Usman Ghani, because there are so many children here, young brothers here, new Muslims, mashallah, here, that the name of Amirul Mu'mineen, Sayyidina Usman Ghani is Usman. And his kunya is Abu Amr. Following are his famous titles: Amirul Mu'mineen, Zul Nurayn, subhanAllah. That is possessor of two nurs, accomplished in modesty and iman. Another title, Jami'ul Quran. That is the gatherer of Quran. Sayyidul Askhiya. That is the leader of the generous ones. Another beautiful, introduction about the Hazrat Usman Ghani, that how a big personality he was. He embraced Islam by the efforts of Sayyidina Amirul Mu'mineen Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu anhu. Moreover, he radiyallahu anhu is fourth among those who accepted Islam. As he radiyallahu anhu himself says, Inni rabi'u arba'atin fil Islam. That is, I am fourth among the four people who embraced Islam. SubhanAllah, Sabiqun al-Awwalun. He radiyallahu anhu is the third caliph, third khalifa among the Khulafai Rashideen. Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu was martyred on Friday during the month of Hajj in 35 Hijri. Sayyidina Jubair bin Mut'im radiyallahu anhu led his funeral salah, and he radiyallahu anhu was led to rest in Jannatul Baqi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Subhanallah, that is the Hazrat Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu. My Islamic brothers, Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu is among those companions who were severely oppressed and tortured from after embracing Islam. They were oppressed in different ways. They were treated dreadfully. But may we be sacrificed upon the firm determination of this great companion of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Amirul Mu'mineen Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu, who remained determined in front of the disbelievers, despite enduring so many oppressions, and did not agree to move even an inch away from Islam. SubhanAllah. It is stated, SubhanAllah, to remain determined upon Iman, virtuous deeds, and refraining from sins is called steadfastness. And there are three types of steadfastness. Try to understand. Number one, steadfastness on Iman. The likes of Sayyidina Bilal, Sayyidina Abu Dharr Ghifari, and various other blessed companions, Ridwanullahi ta'ala ajma'in, who had to go through severe tests after embracing Iman, but they remained determined on Iman. Now, as soon as we talk about the steadfastness of Iman today, names of these noble personalities come to our minds. The number second type of steadfastness, that is the steadfastness on firm acts. Steadfastness on firm acts means that they shall never be missed, such as offering salah. And this third type of steadfastness is steadfastness on mustahabbat. Steadfastness on mustahabbat action means that they shall always be performed, such as reciting the Holy Quran, zikr, durood, sadaqah, good mannerism, politeness, offering tahajjud, etc. Allah Almighty also loves this type of steadfastness. O devotees of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we hear and read the word steadfastness many times, but we need to ponder upon ourselves as well, whatever we are steadfast in performing various actions and refraining from sins. Being overtaken with emotions, we temporarily start offering salah, nawafil, reciting the Holy Quran, doing zikr, reciting durood, delivering dars and studying in religious books. But within a few days, all our emotions fade away and actions come to an end. Similarly, we make a firm intention in the month of Ramadan only 2.5 months ago in Ijtima, and while becoming a disciple, to abandon sins and also succeed in it for a few days. But after a few days, what happened? Same sins are committed at their peak and we indulge ourselves in sins. My dear Islamic brothers, especially the responsible Islamic brothers of Dawat Islam, and in general all devotees of the Prophet ﷺ, who try to spread cord towards righteousness but get disappointed very quickly due to lack of support and abandon it. They give up and deprive themselves from the reward of the great Madani activity, means inviting towards the goods. Nobody supporting me, nobody answering me, nobody singing my verse. I go towards the brothers, they are not answering me, they are not coming in masjid. I am not doing the work of Dawat Islami anymore. No. In the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always there is strictness, always there is a problem. Look at the life of companions of Rasulullah, even Sahaba Ikram, Awliya Kamilin, even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How we forget the incident of Taif, when our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, beloved Rasul of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he went to Taif to give them the invitation towards Islam, but they threw stones at Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But nowadays, whenever we start any good thing, and if anybody says something wrong to us, no, this is not time to do the good things. Nobody is supporting me. I will not do the good work. I am not trying to build the masjid, not supporting anymore. No, this is the weapon of shaitan. He is attacking on you. He wants that you go away from Islam. Whenever the problems come towards you, calamities come towards you, become steadfast. And remember the steadfastness of Sahaba Ikram, the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in order to keep masajid filled, inviting towards righteousness and forbidding from evil is very important. For this, we need to keep our head high and develop a mindset beforehand that calamities do come in the path of Deen. I am not to back off due to them, rather I am continue towards my destination with steadfastness and strong. For persuasion, let's listen to a thought-provoking parable regarding steadfastness of Amirul Mu'mineen, Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu. What happened with him? When Amirul Mu'mineen Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu embraced Islam, mashallah, there are so many brothers, mashallah, devoted brothers here, it is very good parable for you also. What happened that when he embraced Islam, not only the household but the entire family severely opposed him. That his uncle Hakam bin Abi al-As became so angry with him, and then he tied Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu with a rope and said, "You have adopted another religion, leaving that of your forefathers. We will not free you until you leave your new religion. We will keep you tied up like this. जब तक इस्लाम से मुंह नहीं मोड़ोगे, जब तक तुम्हें इस रस्सी से बांधे रहेंगे." What he replied, listening to this, Amirul Mu'mineen Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu said, "Allahu Akbar, by Allah, I can never leave Islam." Then after this saying, Hakam bin Abi Sabil asked such determination of Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu, then he was compelled to free him from the captivity. This is the steadfastness, my dear Islamic brothers. We have to think about that. Sometimes we broke our heart, we go far away from, and even ma'adallah, some go away from Iman. If you are in Islam, So keep it steadfastness. Inshallah, become ourselves more strong in Iman, and we'll die inshallah with Iman. My dear study brothers, there are so many, we can say the diversity, so many beautiful corners of the life of Hazrat Usman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala. Hazrat Usman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala is a big worshipper also, and generous, and also he made nawafil and tilawat Quran all the nights. Sayyidina Zubair bin Abdullah rahmatullahi ta'ala narrates that Amir al-Mu'mineen Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala would always fast. Moreover, he radiyallahu ta'ala would rest a little in the early part of the night and then spend the entire night in worship. Abdul Rahman Taimi rahmatullahi ta'ala says, once I was at Maqam Ibrahim and the night fell. I went to Maqam Ibrahim offering Isha Salah. When I stood there, a person placed his hand between my shoulders in the meanwhile. When I looked behind, he was Amir al-Mu'mineen Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiyallahu ta'ala. A little while later, he started reciting the Holy Quran from Surah Al-Fatiha to the extent that he radiyallahu ta'ala completed the entire Quran. We used to recite the whole Quran in one rak'ah of namaz. Look, he bought a Jannah not only once, several times from Rasulullah sallallahu. He's the Nurain. He's the husband of the daughters of Rasulullah sallallahu. But more ibadah, more nawafil, more zikrullah, more tilawat Quran. We are such a sinner. And then we have no time for tilawat. We have no time for zikr. We are not even praying nawafil. Some of us, they are missed their Fajr Salah, they are missed namaz. Look at the difference between us and them. The life of companions of Rasulullah have message for all of us. Be punctual in your namaz. Try to make more worship. Be greedy for the good deeds, not for dunya. It's amazing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote our sustenance. Everybody knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is razik. Jo naseeb mein likha hai, wo mil kar rahe hai. Everybody knows it. But from the morning till end, we are worried about the risk, about sustenance, about money. But nobody knows about his maghfirah. We don't know that we will get the maghfirah or not. But even nobody worry about that. Mufti Sahib is here, some ulama is here. So many people come towards us, please make dua. I'm in so much pain, so much worry, so much tension. I asked Mufti Sahib or ulama or some of brothers, anybody came to you that I'm not sleeping because I've been worried that I got my iman with me covered in grave. I will get maghfirah. Able to give answer in the cover, in the grave. Where is the pain? Where is the tension? Those Sahaba have tension. Even they are big. They make good deeds, big deeds they have. They even got the beautiful news from Rasulullah from Jannah. But they have fear in their heart. And we are the sinners. We are not getting so much good deeds, but there is no fear about the maghfirah. There is no pain, there is no tension. Once a small son of one pious people stood up in the night and not sleeping and started crying. The father become, what happened? So he said that tomorrow in the court of my teacher, I have to go to school, and he gave me some lesson to remember, but I didn't remember and don't understand the lesson. And I'm in tension that I'm not able to sleep. Father started crying. And he heard a family member, why you are crying? So he said, he is a student. He only missed one day lesson and not able to see the code of his teacher, how he answered in front of his teacher. That's why not able to sleep all night. I am such a sinful person, and I have to be in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. I have to answer my whole life. And even not one night I spend like that, I'm not able to sleep because of that tension. That's why I'm believing that what I did in my life. We all are used to, we all spend the student life. We all know at the time of examination, everybody is not able to sleep, tension, all night preparation for this examination. As the exam comes towards us nearly, we become more in tension. But what about the akhirah? Day by day, we all going towards our exam of grave. Everybody knows that in grave, we have to answer the big questions. But are we have tension in our mind that we are able to answer or not? Look at Usman Ghani radiyallahu anhu. He's definitely Jannati. He has definitely got Jannah from Rasulullah sallallahu. But all night, crying, fast, zikr, tilawat. And our minds are going in social media, on mobile phone. Nobody is watching us, and we are watching bad things. Even don't worry that if watching this, during watching this, if I died, what I say in the quote of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the person died in such a state, he will be present in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in particular state. جس حالت میں بندہ مرتا ہے اسی حالت میں اللہ کی بارگاہ میں پیش کیا جاتا ہے. After drinking wine, he is in a state of drunk. If he died on that state, watching films, watching dramas, bad companies, bad things going on all the day, and if he died on that particular state, what will be answered in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Everybody of us want that we'll be dying in Medina Sharif, inshallah. In Makkah Park, or during namaz, or in sajda, or in what we want to say at our last words, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is a very, heart-touching line that everybody of us want to say Kalma Pak on last time of our life. Is this true? Sab chahte ho na? Yes. But how much time you recite today Kalma Pak? How much time recited in this whole week? We have no time to recite Kalma Pak, but we have wish that I will recite Kalma Pak on my last week. What is this? SubhanAllah, one of Ali Balim used to say, make your tongue apni zaban ko habitual, make your tongue habitual to recite Kalma Pak. Apni zaban ko kalme ka aadi bana do, کہ جس دن زبانیں بھاری ہوں گی اس دن بھی کلمہ جاری ہوگا. Make your tongue habitual to recite Kalma Pak more and more. At the time of death, at the time of last breath, it's very difficult to speak anything. But if you are habitual to recite Kalma Pak abundantly daily, then inshallah on the last breath, last time, your tongue inshallah, and deliberately inshallah, it will be say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So if you want to die in beautiful state, and in the sajda or in wudu with Kalma Pak or in masjid or in reciting Quran, and you need that. So be practicing. You look at one brother, I'm not praying namaz all the day, all namaz missing, not coming in masjid, watching films and dramas, have bad companies. And in 24 hours, no good deeds. If the time of death comes, he are doing something bad. He will be doing something bad. And if anybody have a punctuality of 5 times namaz, coming in masjid 5 times, mashallah, making wudu, namaz, after namaz making dua, Quran Pak, zikrullah, and have a tasbih in their hand, reciting Durud Pak, going in ijtima, going in mahfil, madani kafla. So great state. Inshallah, if the time of death has come, maybe he's in masjid, maybe he's in Durud Pak, maybe he's in masjid. So there is more chance, if we spend our whole day in good deeds, it is more chance that inshallah I will die in the state of wudu or in sajda or in masjid or inshallah reciting Durud Pak, inshallah. Now it's up to you. It's up to you. In which state you don't want to die? Take your decision that in which state you don't want to die. Do not do that thing. Otherwise, we have no ability to say, Malakul Maut alayhi salam, please do not capture my soul, my ruh right now because I'm drinking or I have a big company, bad company. Please give me some time. I want to go in masjid. So nobody has power of this. So try to refrain those companies, those activities, and try to spend your whole day with the preparation of death. That if any time my time comes, I will be in the state of wudu, the state of namaz, the state of tawbah, the state of zikrullah. Even if I'm with family, I'm giving my family good company. I'm watching my parents with the good eyes, with the love. As Rasulullah said, if any of his son or daughter watch his parents with love, inshallah, he will get Hajj Mabrur, inshallah. The reward of Hajj Mabrur. So in family, even in house, in our family, big family, we getting the rewards. So this is the life of Sayyidina Osman al-Ghani radiyallahu anhu. And there are so many things about Sayyidina Osman al-Ghani radiyallahu anhu. But mashallah, as we heard about some beautiful stories of his life, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us chance to obey the footsteps of Sayyidina Osman al-Ghani radiyallahu anhu. Mashallah, join the Islami. It will be inshallah a great chance to change our lives, inshallah. Sallu ala al-Habib.